Okay, well, today is Monday, April, I don't know what. I was at work, went to work like a normal day. CHOP, the Children's Hospital in Philadelphia, called and said that they got the ultrasound from my fetal medicine doctor from when I seen them last week, and they're like, you need to come here now. My amniotic fluid is way too much, so bags are packed. This is my hospital bag. Philip's bag, my bag. This is like books and stuff to keep when we go to NICU. I got the baby's bag packed with just a couple things because obviously I'll just need whatever she needs to come home. I'm gonna miss my baby boy. I'm gonna miss you so much. I'll go miss you. Luckily I've been pre-packed for a few weeks, but you know, throwing last minute things in. And I don't know if I'm coming back. I think they're relocating me now. I'm sweating. I had to call my niece to make sure she can come watch Jax. But yeah, we about to leave. Goodbye, South Carolina. All right, friends, it is the next day, and we are about 20 minutes away from the Philadelphia hospital. Just stopped to use the restroom. We've kind of had some problems being here in the city, trying to stop and find places to use the bathroom. A lot of gas stations are just closed up to the public. They have little windows where you can pay so you don't go in, or they're just saying you can't use the bathroom. And I've had to pee a lot. This baby's been super active over the last day and a half. Whew, she's been just dancing on my bladder. So I think we're in high spirits. The only thing that kind of sucked yesterday is, like, we don't know if we're relocating or not. Obviously we have all the stuff in the back seat ready, you know, to relocate if need be. Our social worker did call and say that the Ronald McDonald houses are not accepting any families right now because of the coronavirus, and that was our plans of where we would stay. So we don't have anywhere to stay. So that stinks. So I don't know if we're gonna be relocated. I don't know anything. So our appointment is in 2 hours. So hopefully we will figure something out. I think they're just gonna drain my belly. I'm extremely full in amniotic fluid, which is why, a big reason of why they made me come. So yes, wish us luck. All right, obviously in a different location. We had to get a hotel. Like I mentioned, Ronald McDonald houses are not accepting any new families, and I'm working on my laptop right now trying to do an application for hosts for hospitals, where it's like basically individual people who work with hospitals and kind of, you know, give either a room or part of their house for the hospital, for patients for the hospital if they qualify, and it's like $20 a day or something like that. I mean, ideally in a pandemic we wouldn't want to stay in somebody's house, but our hotel is not cheap per night. We're staying at one of like the more preferred hotels, the Marriott, so it was like a discounted rate. I don't know how much it's discounted, but it's still like 80 bucks a night. So we do have to stay here. We don't get to go home. And then the baby will be here anytime and 2 weeks from now. The doctor said the amniotic fluid is from her heart, you know, starting to work overtime from the size and everything of the tumor, and it's all kind of what I anticipated. I just didn't anticipate that it would be in May. I thought it would be more in June, and I thought maybe the coronavirus would be settled down by now. So the coronavirus basically has completely changed our, you know, living plans, and it happened so abruptly. So we just took off and left. Like, we're so sad about leaving our dog in such a quick rush, and everything just happened so quickly. And then you know, when the baby does come, nobody will be able to come to the hospital to see her because nobody's allowed in the hospitals but, you know, the mom and dad. Yeah, we're about to call our family. I haven't really told anybody yet. We just left the hospital and got here, so we're about to call our family and let them know that we're not coming home. Baby's coming soon. And whenever we get home is when you'll see the baby. So they're gonna be not happy. I don't know how well Philip's taking this right now. I think he's in the bathroom having a panic attack. He was not part of the relocation plans. How we kind of planned it was me and my mom were gonna come up here while he worked, but now the baby's gonna come at any moment, and he's out of work anyways right now. He's on unemployment because his job is shut down because of the coronavirus. So it's just like, a lot. But yeah, this is our home for the night. I'm trying to figure out something to do for us for the remainder, because if we have to stay here, it's extremely expensive. On top of eating and stuff every day out, it's really gonna add up. But that's not what's important. We know. We'll figure it out. As soon as we get settled and kind of calm down a little bit, we're gonna go over to the Target and buy me some shirts and get some cleaning supplies to clean this room up, kind of disinfect. We walked over to Target to get some like t-shirts for me and hopefully like hand soap, hand sanitizer if they had it, just like a couple snacks. The line was ridiculous. Insert video here. And I know they're probably worse other places, but I mean, the virus here is just so different than South Carolina. South Carolina, I guess we're just not feeling it as much. Good morning. I just woke up, but honestly, I didn't really sleep. I think I went to sleep after 12, and then I've been up since 3:30. I went to sleep just recently for like maybe max 45 minutes, which I do feel better now. It's just my acid reflux is like getting like really painful and just extremely uncomfortable. I need to sit up, but you know, I'll try not to complain. I should probably go ahead and start getting used to not having any sleep, because that is about to happen anyways. Philip is going out to get us some breakfast. There is a Panera that's in walking distance from us, so we ordered online and he's gonna go pick it up. I try to be healthy because I know like eating out so much is obviously not only expensive, but it's freaking like not that healthy for you, you know? I got an oatmeal with strawberries, I got a fruit cup, and then I got an everything bagel and some water. I would have loved to have gotten some coffee, but I don't have enough water to supply me to drink coffee, because once I drink coffee, I'm gonna be even more thirsty. And I've already drank my gallon water jug, and I have no more water, and I don't know where I'm gonna get more water unless we have to go to the store and buy some bottles. I was hoping there would be somewhere here at the hotel that I could fill up my water jug, but obviously because of COVID, everything is like shut down. All the amenities are shut down. We're in a pretty decent hotel, but amenities gone. We are going to kind of wait out the next 2 hours and figure out what we're doing, whether we're going to rebook this room for another night. I'm basically just sitting around waiting to see if my phone goes off and says that we have somewhere else to stay. If not, then we'll just book this hotel room for another night. We're just trying to be as cost effective as possible. Our family and friends really did flood in last night. Oh, Jesus. Sweet messages, them really trying to reach out to any resource that they have to help us. And we have received a couple more donations, which is amazing. So I think we're gonna be, you know, okay. Obviously we don't have any long-term plans, nothing past the next 2 hours technically, but you know, we're good for the next few days if we need to stay here. So I'm just trying to be positive. Philip is still, you can tell he's just not wanting to do this. Like, he is just so like, I'm not ready. I don't want to be, you know, living in random places in another state. Like, he wasn't prepared for that. I was, because I knew I would be relocated well before delivery, but the plan was Philip to stay home so he could work, because we thought it was going to be like a longer span of time. So it made sense that he didn't come. Now, the way things are so urgent, I don't want him to leave and miss the birth of his child, especially since things could go wrong. You know, we don't know. She's going to go straight into surgery, and then she'll be in this huge, intense surgery. So I don't want him to miss that. I know he's homesick and he wasn't prepared, but he's just going to have to buck up. You're a dad now, Phil. Okay, we have a doctor's appointment at 2:30 today at the hospital to get me another steroid shot. I'm going to see if there's anything they can prescribe me to help with the acid reflux, because I would like to try to get sleep while I still can. If not, maybe I'll have them drain my amniotic fluid either today or Friday when we go back in a couple days. So I'm so glad that we have our car here. If we would have flown and, you know, planned on like Ubering and stuff to the hospital all these days, we would have really been, you know, going through even more money, you know, hotels, food, and then, you know, Ubers and cabs. So I'm glad that we drove and we have our car. We were able to get free parking at the hospital yesterday, which is great. I think just because they don't want anybody pressing the machines when you pull into the parking garage, they just had a sign over the machine where you normally get your ticket so you can pay when you leave. It just said parking is free, so that is nice too. But hopefully Philip will be here soon, because like I said, I've been hungry since 4 a.m. and it is now 9 o'clock. So this child kicked intensely throughout the night, and then this morning Philip was able to feel it too, and he's like, Jesus. Her feet at the very top of my stomach here were just pounding. I haven't been able to get like any videos or really seen like my full stomach do this like huge shift that I've seen from some pregnant women, which kind of freaks me out anyways. Maybe I'm glad I haven't seen it. But yeah, this room may or may not be home for the next couple of days. And we'll just be comfortable and, you know, try to entertain each other. We did try to find a board game when we were at Target yesterday, but all the board games are like, you know, for at least 4 people. I'm sure we'll keep ourselves busy, and there's a TV in here, Netflix, and just trying to stay positive and not sit here and think about just all the madness. I feel like the coronavirus situation and the housing situation has really like been extremely overwhelming. Obviously the situation with the baby is like extremely overwhelming in itself, but you know, I've known about that. I've been expecting that, you know, since we found out what she had. So, you know, this is kind of new, but we will get through it just like we did, you know, everything else, and how we will do everything else in the future. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but throughout the entire night while I was awake, 5 hours, I actually edited a video. So I will be posting a new video shortly. And Philip's here with our food. Yay. Hey, Daddy.
Sit.
You got us some food.
They hand me everything on a tray like this.
Yeah. Wash your hands before you start touching everything. Don't be grumpy. I make him wash his hands and hand sanitize his hands like 1,000 times a day, and I think he wants to kill me. Check-in of the day, and we've already been to the hospital and back. I got another shot in the butt of some steroids, and I did get a prescription for my acid reflux. I just took it because I'm like super on the struggle bus right now. I can't even sit down or lay down right now. I'm just standing up. But I'm looking out the window enjoying the final night in this room that we're in, because it's not 100% because I haven't talked to the guy, the actual owner of the home, but I've already paid for a Airbnb. So Hosts for Hospitals, they work with hosts to provide more affordable places to stay for people coming in temporarily, you know, through the hospital and things like that. So they didn't have any hosts available that wanted to provide their homes, which is understandable. We're in a pandemic, but they had me send some photos over, and I sent the ones over from our maternity shoot the day before we got relocated, and we got a call that we had somebody who wanted to, you know, offer their Airbnb to us, and it is a private home. We are so freaking excited. I just looked down like 2 streets on Google Maps, but it looks like a decent area. It's gonna be 20 minutes from the hospital, so Philip's way more perked up and excited. Well, not excited, but I think just being in, you know, stuck in a hotel and it being, you know, $90 a night and all that stuff was just too overwhelming and too much for him, and us possibly having a full, you know, 2-bedroom house, available that even has like a nice front porch and a tiny little backyard. Like, you know, I think it's helping things feel a little bit more normal for him. We're super grateful and happy. Like I said, the guy hasn't called me back yet, but I have paid the $20 for at least tomorrow night. So this will hopefully be our last night in this nice expensive hotel, and we'll just have our own little home. The cutoff time is May the 22nd. Today is April the 29th, I believe. Maybe by the time that our time is up in that Airbnb, the baby will be here. Maybe Ronald McDonald Home will be available. You know, I'm sure something else will work out. You know, we're just trying to stay positive and know that so many people are trying to help us. So yay, we're excited. So this is our last day next to Tarjay.
Welcome to Pennsylvania.
Oh, crap, I missed it. But the social worker, we walked over to Target to get some stuff. I'm so tired. Hold on. Yeah, mommy's hungry. I'm trying not to have my boobs are a little intense. I'm sorry.